Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're new. First of all, I want to say I filmed this video in my room back in New York, and now I'm back in college in Chicago filming the intro because I forgot to film the intro in New York. So I'm sorry for that disconnect. I know it's kind of awkward, but sorry. But today I have something so fun planned. I am gonna be turning myself into a Bratz doll. I wanted to go like very serious with it. We're gonna do the makeup, we're gonna do the hair, and then at the end we're gonna style 3 Bratz inspired outfits, and it's gonna be so much fun. It's freezing in Chicago right now, so I literally have my Bratz blanket like right here. I think this transformation will be decently easy to accomplish, honestly. I feel like me and the Bratz dolls, we have a similar face shape going on. Also, my entire life is like low-key Bratz themed, you know? It's kind of like 50% of my personality. And you know, sometimes people tell me that I look like Bratz doll or doll-like. So I feel like this is like possible, you know? Like I got that. But I think that's everything I have to say. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, guys, the skin is all prepped and it's time to get started on the makeup. I've got my Bratz shirt on. My beauty blender is wet. I've got my tea. And most importantly, I have reference photos on my laptop over here. I feel like my brows are actually a pretty similar shape to a Bratz doll's brows. They have a very similar shape, and obviously it just looks like very stamped on there and like carved, I guess. So that is the approach I'm gonna take. I've never really like super carved out my brows like how people like, you know what I'm talking about? I'll put a picture on the screen of what I'm talking about, but I've never done that. So I'm excited to try it. Out of every step in like the average makeup routine, I'd say I'm least familiar with doing brows. I only recently got this tinted brow gel and brow pencil. Before that, I would always just use a clear brow gel. So I've upgraded my brow routine recently. This is actually my second time trying to do this Bratz makeup look. The first time didn't go too great, but I learned a lot about like the order of operations that I need to follow. So I think this time it'll come out a lot better. I am pretty good at makeup. I'm an artistic type person and I watch a lot of makeup videos, so honestly it comes pretty natural to me with both of those in combo. I think the most important part of a Bratz makeup look is obviously the eyes. Obviously they wear like a ton of like graphic eyeliner and they usually have like a cut crease, so that is what we're going to try to do today. I've never done a cut crease, which is why I wanted to practice before I started filming this, and now that I did practice, I feel a lot more confident about doing it, so I do think it'll turn out pretty well. And now I'm going to try my best to carve these out to make them look very like, you know, shapely, I guess. I've never done this, but I've always found it so satisfying when people like seriously carve out their eyebrows. It always just looks so cool. Wow, it's like already like happening. I literally left half of my makeup brushes in Chicago at school, so I'm working with like the worst brushes ever, which made my practice run extra challenging, so I'm not expecting this to be super easy. This is so satisfying. I'm really enjoying this. Now I'm just gonna prep my eyes for the eye makeup. I prepped the eyes for makeup and now we're gonna get started. I think for this look, I wanna do like a reddish brown type color. I think it'll match a lot of different outfits and I just think it's gonna be really pretty. So we're gonna go for like a brown wing right here, and then I'm gonna blend it up into like a lighter red color. And then we're gonna do like big graphic eyeliner and make my eyes look bigger as well. So I'm just gonna start sketching in the top wing. So this is like a rough outline of the shape we're going for. And then I'm gonna take a lighter red color and I'm gonna blend that into this and blend it upwards going lighter. And you can kind of see it taking shape already, but now we have to still cut the crease so that these lines are not looking so bad. And these touch-up steps are going to be a lot of back and forth to make sure this line is very straight. And now that it's cleaned up, you can really see it start to take shape. And the next step we're gonna do is the bottom eyeliner, which is just gonna run parallel. And this is gonna be a big and serious wing, guys. And there you go. It's very like, whoo! I actually should have done this before I did the eyeliner, but I'm gonna put white all in this like between section. I've looked at a lot of Bratz makeup and a lot of Bratz recreation makeup, and the white eyelid is very popular in both of them. The issue is I have super pale skin, so white eyeshadow just does not look as bright on me as it does on like darker skin people, and which is so annoying because I think it looks so pretty on like everyone who can pull this off. It's also so Y2K baddie. Hopefully with these darker colors surrounding it, it's a little bit more visible. And now we're just gonna go back in and touch up all of this again. It's just touch-ups to get the shapes perfect. The red shades that I used actually did end up looking a little bit more purple, but I'm still kind of living for it, so we're gonna let it slide. And now I'm just gonna repeat this on the other side. White first this time before the eyeliner. And it's already looking so like, ooh. So the eyes aren't exactly done yet, but I am gonna start doing my base routine and then we'll circle back to the eyes after. The base shouldn't be too hard. For the most part, Bratz just have like a normal base. I think for recreating a Bratz makeup look, I don't think I have the worst features like to do this. I think the shape of my face is already very Bratz doll, as well as my eyebrows. And my eye shape and nose shape I think we can definitely work with. What I am concerned about though is the shape of my lips. Bratz dolls have like obviously very big lips and they have a very defined shape as well. And I feel like the shape of my lips is just like not really there. It's not very defined. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. But besides the lips, I think honestly I might end up looking pretty Bratz doll like at the end of this. At least that's what I'm hoping for. For the bronzer, I'm just gonna keep it pretty normal bronzer vibes. I feel like the bronzer on a Bratz doll is pretty standard, and I don't normally do nose contour, but I'm gonna try today. And this is definitely where the brush situation is gonna be a problem because I just do not have a good brush for this. It's looking a little long. Let's see if we can make it a little shorter looking. Guys, I was gonna use like an actual Bratz doll as a reference and have her sit with me to accomplish this, but literally all my Bratz dolls are in Chicago, and I actually have like several of them. I feel like this isn't surprising coming from me, but I left them all in Chicago. And let's fix this eyeshadow real quick. I don't know what is happening with this black. You're literally ruining everything. Probably would have been smart to setting spray everything before I moved on. Okay, what do we think so far? Hopefully it looks okay. And now I'm gonna add my setting powder and we're gonna do a powder blush. I feel like Bratz makeup is very much matte. Like when I think of Bratz dolls, I always think of like adding glitter and stuff like that, but honestly their makeup is always matte. At least almost always. Am I giving Bratz doll yet? For blush, I think the best thing to do would be like a bright, like very blushy pink, you know? And I don't really have a color like that here, unfortunately, but I do have this Dior blush, which might work. I have this one, which is more, it's a little bit more orangey, but it is still kind of rosy, I guess. And I have this one, which actually might be the best. Yeah, probably this one, honestly. Let's start with her, and then if we need to change it, we can. These Too Faced blushes are very pigmented, so let's not overdo it. Also, I feel like when people think of Bratz dolls, they usually think of like a very snatched face and want to put the blush up there, but they always have their blush like next to their lips down here, which I think is so interesting. But I'm actually gonna put mine a little bit higher because if I put it too low, I think it's gonna make my face look too long, and the Bratz dolls have a pretty short face like how mine is already shaped, so I'm not trying to mess with the shape too much. So I'm gonna focus the blush right in the front of my face. I feel like that actually is so doll-like. I think it's pretty. And now we have to come back to the eyes because obviously I didn't do anything to the bottoms yet, and I'm gonna take this darker color right here and I'm putting that at like the bottom outer lashes. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna define the underneath part of my eye. I'm pretty sure that has a name, I just don't know what it is. But in this crease, I'm just gonna add a little bit of a shadow just to make my eyes look a little bit bigger. Oh wow, that's actually so pretty. I get why people do that now. And now I'm gonna go back in with the white and bring it down more over here. And now we're gonna get back to the eyeliner. First, I'm gonna put a little bit over here to define my inner corner a little bit. We're gonna get to the real inner corner in a sec. And I'm gonna go just a little bit underneath my eye and make another line and bring it over here. So you can see that it's very subtle, but it's right underneath there. And it's not right up on my lash line. I left a little bit of a gap. And I'm actually gonna draw a couple of fake bottom lashes, bringing it out down here and then a couple this way. I think for this part, you want it to be subtle enough to where you can't tell that you just drew a bunch of lines, but you also need to make your bottom lashes look as thick as possible. So you kind of have to find a balance. Wow, that's actually so cute. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And now I'm gonna fill in my inner corner with eyeliner as well to get that really, like, it's gonna really reinforce the snatch. Every time I do an inner corner wing like this, I always find it very difficult to make it symmetrical with the other side. So hopefully I can do it decently successfully. It's just so hard to get that to look symmetrical. Like I don't know if I'm capable. How does it look? I feel like it looks really good. We're definitely getting there. And I was debating on if I was gonna do this or not, but I think I am gonna take my eyeliner and draw underneath this line because I feel like it'll look a little bit more cohesive if I do, so that's what I'm gonna do next. Wow, I actually feel like that helped a lot. It makes the line look really clean. Guys, I'm actually loving this. I also want this brow highlight to be a little bit cool, you know? But I think overall, the only thing that I would say I'm like dissatisfied with is the eyebrows. They're just very like, you know, they're a little too much, but we're so close to being done. So next I'm just gonna put on some bottom mascara. I actually have eyelash extensions right now, so I shouldn't be putting on falsies even though I'm about to. And now we're actually almost done, but we still have lips to do, obviously. And I'm also gonna put some highlight on my nose. I can't do my makeup without doing this. I just don't feel complete without it. And for lips, I'm definitely gonna take a dark lip liner, and then we're gonna do like a lighter colored lip because that's what they have like almost every time. The darkest lip liner I have is this one. That's the color of it, so we'll just go for like a lighter lip. This way it looks more contrasty, even though this isn't the darkest lip liner that exists. I'm also gonna try to overline my lips. I tried to accomplish that like pouty lip shape, and I brought the corners out a little bit too. I really wish I had like a brown lip liner. I think it would be better. But we're gonna try for a nude lip on top of this. This is the most nude color I have. And maybe we can add a gloss like this type of color. Guys, I was not satisfied with the eyebrows, so I fixed them. They are not perfect still. I do wish I glued them down. I think that would look a little bit better. But they're less like blocky now, and I think it actually does look better. And after I set it in place, the last step that we have to do is just the lashes. We have two options. We've got these ones, which are more like thick and bushy, and then these ones, which are a little bit lighter, but I think they are longer. Which ones are better? I don't know. I kind of want to try these ones. I don't know why, they're calling me. All right, let's go for it. I'm so bad at putting on falsies, guys. I don't do this often at all. It might not be as dramatic as it could be. Maybe these ones would have been better, but I don't think it's bad at all. And the very final step of this Bratz makeup routine. And here is the finished makeup. How does it look? I think I did a pretty good job for the stuff that I have. Like I said, if I do this again, I definitely want to glue down the brows and redraw them because I don't know if these brows are really working with it, but I don't think it's bad. It's actually super fun. I feel like I'm literally in drag. My entire head is literally just in Drag Race right now. The next step is obviously gonna be hair before we get dressed. And obviously there's like a billion different Bratz doll hairstyles. So it might be a little tricky to capture the essence of like, yes, that's a Bratz doll hairstyle instead of just like a fun hairstyle, you know? I do think key parts of Bratz doll hairstyles are like some sort of slicked front part. I feel like there's often some part of it that is slicked, and then a lot of the time they have some sort of slut strand as well. And then obviously their hair is usually very long, and I think some sort of updo would definitely be best. So what I'm kind of thinking is like a side part and then two ponytails with a slut strand moment. And within the ponytails, I also want to add like a braid because I feel like the maximalism is what's really going to sell it. I've done like 3 or 4 shorts now where I've recreated Bratz hairstyles. A lot of people really love when I do those, so if you haven't seen those, then you should go check them out. Ooh, the side part's kind of serving today right now. Wait, why am I actually like already getting somewhere, I feel like? Because we could either do slut strands from like back here, or we could do them from the very front. But my front pieces are low-key just baby hairs, but honestly, why is it kind of working? I do like the side part though, for sure. I feel like that's very Bratz right now. And I'm gonna section off a big square piece back here, and this section's gonna be tied up. Let's tie it and see how it looks. All right, guys, I finished up the hair, and here's how it's looking. I also decided to add these little braids at the bottom. I thought it was like a cute little peekaboo moment from the front, and then you can see these from like the sides and the back. I think it came out really cute. I didn't do the slut strands just because I couldn't, it looked weird. But I actually do think this is very Bratzy. And now the only part we have left of this is to pick out some Bratz inspired outfits and accessorize, of course. So let's get started. For this first outfit that I have, I decided to go based off of her. So we're gonna rock the same silhouette, and we're gonna start with this halter top that I have. This is so cute. I literally love it so much. I feel like it really gives a similar vibe, and it's got a lot of detail to it, which also gives Bratz for sure. And the lacing up here is like very similar to the one she's wearing. So here is how the first top is looking. For these 3 outfits, I decided to replicate the first one pretty identically. The second one is gonna follow the same concept but not be super identical, and then the third outfit is gonna be like a wild card, kind of like it's Bratz inspired, but there's no specific reference photo that I chose to replicate. But as for this outfit, I have the perfect jeans that I feel like really encapsulate what she has going here, and here are the jeans. I feel like the thought process in this outfit is like the color story is very not matchy but it's close in a way. Oh my god, guys, I actually have the worst news ever. I literally have identical identical cheetah earmuffs to the one she's wearing in this outfit, and I left them in Chicago, and I was so confident that I brought them back, but I guess I didn't. So for accessories, she's obviously wearing a belt, so I'm gonna put on this one. I think it matches the color scheme pretty decently, and I low-key only own sparkly belts because I'm extra and crazy. So let's just throw this one on. How's it look? Oh, that's actually so cute. Wait, I love it. And listen, since we don't have the earmuffs, I do have this hat that matches this outfit really well. So instead of the earmuffs, we're gonna go for this. I also feel like in general, this is a pretty summery outfit. And I don't know if earmuffs match it all that well. Like, not gonna lie. Oh my God, guys. I actually love this so much. Honestly, I would ideally pair this with brown boots, but like I said, we don't have everything because half of it is in Chicago. So I'm actually gonna wear my black platform boots instead. We do have two options though. In the picture, she's wearing actually heel platforms. So we could do these or we could do just regular chunky platforms. But since this is the outfit that we're going pretty exact on, I think the heels would be better. Guys, wait. Okay, I understand that the aspect ratio of this is gonna be all out of whack, but just bear with me because this angle is so much better to capture the entire outfit. I feel like I did really well with replicating this. It's not identical. I could have gotten it closer if I had all my clothes, but it's actually so cute. I would definitely wear this again. I feel like the entire color story goes really well together, and even though the boots are black, I think the black from the hat actually makes it work, but she still has a necklace on, so let's add a necklace. I feel like this one goes really well and captures the same vibe. So let's try this one. Just like that big circle. Oh, that's so Bratz. Guys, oh my God. That's literally the cutest outfit. Wow. I feel so cute. I literally feel like a Bratz doll. I feel like I've succeeded. I may as well just end the video here. Now let me model it for you. I've actually been practicing my model walk. Hopefully that was pretty good. And I think this first outfit came together really well. And for my next trick, prepare to be wowed by pure amazement. The next outfit we're recreating is this one. We're going a little bit less exact than the first one. So we're gonna keep the silhouette, but we're gonna add some different accessories and change up the colors and stuff. She's wearing like a scarf as a top, and I have this one, which I think is gonna look really cool. So let me figure out how to tie this around myself so it stays up. All right, listen, I don't really know how people do this. I've never tied a scarf into a shirt like this, but hopefully it looks okay. I don't know how people trust this. This is slipping and sliding everywhere. And for pants, I think these actually go really well with this scarf. So let's try these striped pants. The shirt is not staying up. I don't know how people trust this. And how does it look with the jeans? I actually think it's really cute. For the belt, I'm gonna wear the same one I actually wore in the last outfit, not gonna lie. But I just think this one goes really well with these pants. Okay, yes. For shoes, I think my UGG sneakers actually go decently well with this. Okay, we're back to this disaster of an aspect ratio, but how does it look? Let me know what you guys think. And this outfit is actually very simple. The only thing left is these glasses. She just has them on her head, which I think is super cute. I do this sometimes. Even though it literally gives me a headache, just sunglasses on your head looks so good. But here's where I'm gonna take it in a little bit of a different direction. I have these arm warmers, and I think they are very Bratz coded, and I think they might add a little bit of something good to this outfit. Like with the little furriness, oh my God, it's actually really cute. I feel like it's so good. This is a really nice outfit actually. And then if we throw on a little purse, I don't trust this top at all, I will say that. But like, yes. Now let me model it for you again. Was that good, guys? Let me know. And I think this is it for outfit 2. Let me know what you think. And finally, for this third outfit, we are going crazy. I'm channeling all of the knowledge that I've gained from this video. For this one, I have a vision. I just am not 100,000% sure that it'll turn out. So just bear with me. Okay, so I'm an idiot, absolutely stupid buffoon, basically. I forgot to record the entire outfit process. Let me give you a little recap. I put on these micro shorts because we haven't done an outfit with shorts yet. They are very tiny, but I think they're really cute. And I also love how this shirt has a back cutout. I think it's so Bratz. And you know what Bratz dolls love? Leg warmers. They're always wearing leg warmers, so I had to do something with leg warmers. But I have these leg warmers in black and gray, so we had a dilemma. Should I wear the black leg warmers or the gray leg warmers? I eventually decided on the gray leg warmers, and here we are now. And now the outfit is looking pretty good, pretty Bratz doll. But I think it needs more to push us over the edge to the Bratz doll fashion world. So I have this white puffer jacket. Will this look good? We're about to find out. Ooh, you know what? I feel like it is pretty Bratz. Like, I think it works. I wasn't sure if it was going to, but I think it does. Wow, this outfit is actually so cute. I would definitely wear this. What season do you wear this in? I could not tell you. I think this outfit would be really cute with two little buns like right behind the ears. But I also think it would be really cute with a little hat. And I feel like this might complete our outfit. I literally love this hat. It's my favorite. Guys, this is so cute. I feel like this is such a good outfit. My eyes are really being like opened while doing this. Like the more you add, the better it gets somehow. Also, if we just add a little purse, it's so good. Maybe for like spring, this would be like a cute outfit because you have the jacket on, but at the same time, it is like a warm weather outfit for the most part. I feel like this is so cute. I need to wear this one day. And that's it for outfit 3. But of course, I have to model it for you. Anyways, guys, let me know what you thought of the outfits that I put together today. I had so much fun making this video. I would definitely do more Bratz inspired videos. If you enjoyed this, definitely go check out my Bratz recreation hairstyle TikTok. I posted them on YouTube Shorts and on TikTok, so you can check out either of them. And let me know what you thought of all the outfits I put together and also the makeup look that I did. And if you think I could do better, let me know how, because I'm definitely curious. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like and also subscribe. We recently made it to 1,000 subscribers, so we're on our way to like 1,500 now, which is super exciting. And if you want to see more short form content from me, definitely check out my YouTube Shorts, my Instagram Reels, or my TikTok. All of my accounts are at thejadabrown. And if you're interested in my style, then you could check out my Depop, which is also at thejadabrown, to see anything that I'm selling or not wearing anymore. You might find something good on there. And my last plug for today is my art Instagram account. If you want to check that out, it's thejadabrown art. I go to art school, so art stuff is posted there. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and comment, and I'll see you next week. Bye!